day 3. I am truly blessed with this weather. You know, beginning of the week I said it's likely going to rain. And it's not. It's been glorious sunshine. So I think what I'll do is go into the woods, because with the sun streaming through, as you can see here, this is looking lovely. I might get some long shadows of trees, plantage, wildlife. I don't think I'll get any wildlife, because every time I see a squirrel or something, they dart off, don't they? But there might be some mushrooms or foliage. So let me walk through here, find myself my first composition. Remember, I'm trying to take 2 photographs on each lunch break, so yeah, 5 of the same subject. No, I'll try and limit day 3 to just 2 photographs. Let's see what happens. Let's find a location. It's funny, I've forgotten how awful these woods are. So unkempt and just left, you know. It's not a managed woods, and so I'm not finding anything to actually take a photograph of. I might just have to scoot out at the top of the woods. But in the meantime, I have this. Now, I remember coming here when I did one of my very first videos, and I had this big burning question about ISO and how do you use it, what relevance is it, all of that kind of stuff. It's one of my early videos, which I don't know if I've still got on the channel, because I'm out now and I haven't had a look. It might be there, but if not, it doesn't matter, I might have deleted it. But that whole thing of the triangle, you know, speed, aperture, ISO, baffled me forever. It really did. And I think no matter how much I was looking at videos, reading up on it on the internet, the thing that really sets it in the brain is applying it, doing it, getting out in the field and doing it. This is quite magical, actually. What I'm thinking, we've got this tree on the right and it's got orange leaves, so I don't know if this is going to work. I can see the red leaves on the right. There's a meandering path, just trees and shrubs and everything, and what it's doing, it's conjuring up for me this image of, you know, a Sunday morning walk in the woods, maybe with your Labrador. I don't have a dog, I've got 2 cats. I like the tree in the left because it's framing, although maybe just bring that around like so. That's more because I've lost the little tree then. It's all about perspective. Sun in my eyes. My car's having its MOT today and left my sunnies in the car. So that's what I'm going to go for. I want a wide depth of field, so we'll get the f-stop, I think about f16. I know f11 is optimal, but f16 gives me more of the foreground in focus. My ISO is set to 100, and in manual priority, 1/10 of a second. See what I'm doing here? Because I'm actually not going into one of the auto modes, i.e. aperture mode, where it then sets the speed. Because I'm going into a manual priority, I can dictate all the settings I like, as long as I'm using the light meter in the front. So because I'm going into manual priority, I can control all the settings. I hope I can get it focused for you. And so by setting it at f16, my ISO is on 100, auto white balance. You can see the light meter. Come on, focus, you damn thing. By adjusting the light meter, even though it now wants 1/5 of a second at f16, because I want the wide depth of field, I can work that. I'm going to take this shot, and then I think I'm going out of the woods, maybe just walk up through the field on the public footpath. Guess what? I've got my 2 favourite trees up there, so see if I can compose something with them. I'm running out of things to photograph in my local area at lunchtime. Maybe I'll sit at the side of the road for one day and just take pictures of cars. We'll do motion blur. Right, let me give you this shot, and then I'll be up on the brow of the hill. So coming out of the woods just there, and the idea was to walk along here for the path up to my two favourite trees, which are just there. There's one, two. We've still got some frost on the ground because the sun hasn't come down. I thought, you know, that's going to make a good composition, because I always do tend, let's put this camera so that I don't have it, look at the sun there, haven't I? Right, just stay put. I dropped it, not today, another day, and the gimbal mechanism tends to get stuck, which is a shame because it means I'll probably have to get it replaced. And it served me well since a year and a half now I've been using it. It's a lovely little thing. I don't really want both trees, it's too much. But if I isolate the single tree, you can see that, it's lovely. With the, I think that makes a nice composition. Trouble is, if I zoom in, I want to get the tree in the left-hand third somehow. That suggests like that, but I kind of want a bit of the frost. So that's the composition. It's lovely. The sun being low is washing across the field. You can see the long shadows from all the trees here in the foreground and the tree. Maybe then take the shot and do a little bit of cropping to get it perfectly lined. I've never really tried vertical panoramas, you know, so that I could do a shot that takes that bit and then a shot that bit and then a shot that bit. Can you do that? Does the software let you do vertical panoramas? I haven't investigated, but if you know, drop me a comment. Okay, so that's this shot, and that will complete day 3, and I'll see you on day 4. This is good. What I was thinking is that perhaps do this challenge 4 times a year. Maybe the same route and the same images, but doing it winter, which is what we're in now, do it in spring, do it in summer, do it in autumn, just to see how they change. Could make for a good set of videos. It wants f16, hopefully give me the depth of field to get the foreground in focus. I don't have any rocks or anything that would give me a nice foreground interest as well as the tree, so I'm going with the frost. The frost is your foreground interest. f16, 1/20th of a second, everything else. Oh, it's lovely, and I love the blues. This sky is just cloudless. It's wonderful. Here's the picture. I'll see you tomorrow.